Deepfakes always go well.
False.
So here's our worst deepfake fails from Harry Potter so far. It's going to be an ongoing series. Let's jump into the failures.
Welcome back to AsArt with Nick and John. We post 3 videos a week, and we've been doing deepfakes. Deepfakes, deepfakes, deepfakes. If you love Harry Potter, we've been doing so many different varieties. Adam Driver as Snape, Meryl Streep as Dolores Umbridge. We're working on some other ones too. And we're working with Brian Seeker. It's going to be awesome. We have some cool stuff lined up. All right. John, lead us through our fails.
Yeah, so the Adam Driver, so if you guys aren't familiar with deepfakes, basically you feed it source footage of who you want to be the replacement actor. So in this case, we wanted Umbridge to be replaced by Meryl Streep. So you get all kinds of video footage of the replacement actress or actor, in this case, Meryl Streep, and you feed it through the program. And you also feed through all this footage of the original actor or actress. So
yes. And you try to get it too as even lit as possible too.
Yes.
And without glasses. Meryl Streep, oh my gosh, I had the hardest time looking for footage without her wearing glasses. Because apparently she has really bad eyesight, so she always has glasses on in interviews. So it's just like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, so obviously glasses pose a problem because the reflections in the glasses, and you're not going to be able to get the reflections and the lighting to match up. So Nick had to do some searching, but found some good quality footage, interview footage and stuff. She must have been wearing contacts. She just couldn't see who she was talking to. But so a couple things that happen with this. One is deepfakes tend to have a hard time with teeth. So our first one was with Adam Driver, and we're still working on this, but he smiles and his teeth, he has the rotted Smeagol teeth. Like his teeth are just gone. Yeah. I'm assuming that's because you don't see their teeth exposed that much, so it doesn't really know what's under there that well. So if you fed it all kinds of footage, maybe you get it more. If they were just doing stuff where they're showing their teeth. Yeah. But yeah, so teeth are definitely a challenge. We kind of faked it and fixed it a little bit, but yeah, definitely a challenge in that regard.
And then also too, depending on how many images you get, the better the image will be. So like our first pass, so you want to just like,
yeah, you want to have full coverage of all the angles of the face, all the emotions. Like if they're doing something where, their chin detail showing, you need to have footage of the replacement character that shows that as well. Otherwise, it's going to get as close as it can, but that detail's not there.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And then we had one scene, we did the scene always, that famous scene from Snape, and I really wanted the flashback scene. And John, as soon as he saw it, he's like, this isn't going to work. I'm like, just try it, John, just try it. And this is what we got. Mr. Potato Face.
Yeah, it didn't work that well. So that's a hard shot, one, because the source footage is very, very dark. There's a few scenes where like this lightning hits and you kind of see the face there, but it's only for moments. And again, the change up in lighting can be difficult as well. So Nick very smartly said, well, let me see what I can get detail-wise out of this footage. Now, if we had the original footage right off the film cameras, we could have brought up the exposure, had that detail there. But coming off of a Blu-ray or DVD or whatever, the details in the shadows isn't really there. So he brought it up, we ran it, and it kind of worked, but it looks like missing. No, it didn't work. Looks like
it was very
Potato
scary, very horror film.
But very fun. I mean, honestly, deepfakes are cool when they work. They're just as fun when they do not work. So
now let's go on to the issues we had with Meryl Streep as Dolores Umbridge.
So the first issue.
First of all, we did this too because we were working with Brian Seeker on his videos. So we're going to be working with other ones, on other projects too. So stay tuned, subscribe so you can get updated to all of our stuff.
And it comes up with some really cool videos for recasting. And so it's kind of fun to be able to do that. So kind of the first issue we ran into with the Meryl Streep is Nick found some really good interviews where she wasn't wearing her glasses, but the lighting needs to kind of match, like Nick was saying. And so we took these different interviews where she was well lit, but the color temperature was different, or either that or her makeup was different. So when we fed all that information to the program, we were getting these splotchy skin tones, and we're like, what's going on? And she looks like she has leprosy or something. And it turned out that, okay, it was taking a patch of her cheek from this particular video where it was lighter skinned or warmer, and then it's taking this. So what we needed to do is we needed to go back and color correct to get uniformity in the color, and also try and minimize the lighting on the subject as well. Because sometimes she had highlights on her skin. So tried to mitigate that and minimize that to get the best results possible. So Nick, our favorite fail so far, you go ahead and introduce this one.
The Sparky Boom Boom.
Yeah, Sparky Boom Boom.
If you guys know what that's from, I think it's from Avatar: Last Airbender.
Speaking of that third-eyed freak, I think I've come up with a name for him. What do you think of Sparky Boom Man? Just think about it.
Okay, so I really wanted to do the scene where they were taking their test or whatever, and she has them all in the main hall, and then she hears like the explosion. She walks all pissed off, and then the brothers come in, you know, and I'm like, oh my gosh, John, do you think we can do this? And John looked at it. He's like, Nick, we could probably composite, get a Luma key out of it. You know, we were doing our compositing talks, kind of like, ooh, this is totally possible. And check it out.
Yeah. So this is my favorite fail so far because I'm pulling all the Total Recall references today. But there's a scene in Total Recall where Arnold Schwarzenegger is dressed up like a woman and the face is kind of animatronic, and they ask him like, so how long did it be? And the face messes up 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden it starts going, you know, you get in all the Arnold Schwarzenegger sounds, and her face warps in and out because so it has to be able to track where the face is and what the shape of the face is in order to reconstruct it. And when the sparkles are too much in front of her face, it can't track it, and so it basically just keeps the original character in there, or it tried to recreate the face, but it's all warped and messed up. So it's like halfway The Thing, halfway Total Recall. It's my favorite one so far for sure. I mean, if we would have really spent a long time, we probably could have gotten it to work doing compositing tricks and trying to splice together frames where it's like, no. One, this is more fun than it didn't work. And two, it's like...
Yes, I'm happy with the way it came out.
Yeah, it's really. And one other fun little thing, when she's walking down the hall looking angry, that footage was from a movie where Meryl Streep wasn't wearing glasses and she was younger. So when she's walking down the hall, you can actually look at her and notice that it's a younger version of Meryl Streep. So the footage actually was earlier footage of her in her career. So it's kind of fun.
Well, let us know what you think. Let us know if they were deep fails, or if you enjoyed them too, like we did. Comment down below if you have any ideas for other characters or other movies, other celebrities to put on other people's faces. Let us know. We really want to try all the different stuff.
Yeah. And one of the things that we like is honestly, we just like having fun. I think a lot of people, they don't want to show their deepfake fails. They just want to show the good ones. So if you like seeing the behind the scenes of the disasters, let us know, because if you don't like these, we won't continue doing these. But if you kind of like trying things, and it kind of gives you some insight into the process as well. So if you like this, let us know. We'll do more of them. We post 3 times a week. So check out AsArt. Yeah, if you liked it, please let us know. Give us a thumbs up so we know to do more of them. If you like what we're seeing, head over to asart.space. You can find all of our audio podcasts, all of our video content, the deepfakes, of course, as well. And we'll see you on the next AsArt.